continue, learners. Just we go back to question number 13. Question 13 here. So here is an equation of straight line 3x plus 4y minus 2 equals 0. Find the y-intercept and the slope, which is a gradient, labeled as m. So first of all, learners, you should, let's say, remember that y equal mx plus c, where m is the gradient and y is c, the y-intercept. To solve this question, you should rearrange your equation as y equal mx plus c. So 3x plus 4 minus 2 equals 0. So there I will transfer 3x, let's say, and minus 2 on the right hand side. Okay, so it will be 4y equal negative 3x plus 2. Then I should divide by negative by 4 both sides. Okay, so it will be y equal negative 3 over 4x plus half. Therefore c is the y-intercept, which is equal to half, or 1 over 2 as you like, and m is the gradient, which is equal to negative 3 over 4, or negative 0.5. This is for this question. I repeat this because I have a problem in the audio. Okay, now move to the next question. Question number 14. Here we have two lines, LP and LR. LP, let's say, has an equation 2x plus 4y plus 3 equals 0, and LR, let's say, is another straight line of equation ax plus by plus c equals 0. Okay, here these two equations has to be perpendicular. So now we are going to try to find the gradient of the first equation after rearranging and making y as a subject. Okay, then and this LP, which is okay, we told before LP is 2x plus 4 plus 3 equals 0, and the second line should pass through the point 1, 0. This is x1 and this is y1. Okay, first of all, after rearranging this, let's say after rearranging this for y equal minus 2x minus 3, this gives the y equal a negative 1 over 2x minus 1 over 1.5. So the gradient of this line is, let's say, minus 1 over 2. Okay, the line should be parallel, perpendicular. So the second gradient, MR, should be 2, because 2 multiplied by the reciprocal of negative 2 is minus 1. Okay, then just we will write this one. Okay, so the equation is y minus y1. y1, learners, is equal 0. This is y1 equals 0. Okay, then x1 is equal to 1. Clear, just substitution. Okay, and then rearrange your equation as ax plus b plus by plus c equals 0. Therefore, after expanding and calculating, we found y equal minus x plus 1. Therefore, y equal x plus y plus x minus 1 equal 0. This is the equation of the second line that is perpendicular to the first one. Okay, now we move to the second one. Question number 15. If we suppose that, let's say, if we suppose capital, Mr. Murad, capital, if we suppose that cosine of A equal 4 over 5 and sine of B equal 11 over 5, I will use, let's say, the first trigonometric identity to find the sum of cosine A plus cosine B. This one will be seen, inshallah, next year in grade 12. But here in this level, just substitution and using this fact to find sine of A, and using also this fact to find cosine of B. Okay, here we are going to use this one to find cosine of B because sine of B only given. Okay, just substitution. You already know that cosine of A plus sine of A, of course, equal 1. So sine square of A equal 1 minus cosine square of A, but cosine square of A, learners, is 4 over 5. You should square this fraction. It will be 1 minus 16 over 25, which is equal 9 over 25. So sine of A as a conclusion is 3/5. Okay, we finished this one. Second one, I should find, let's say, cosine B, because only sine B is given here. So I will just use also the trigonometric identity, cosine square of B plus sine square of B equal 1. So we can see sine square of B is 121 divided by 161. Then the cosine square of B is 1 minus sine square of B, 1 minus 121 divided by 169, which is equal 48 divided by 25. The square root of 48 is 4, the square root of 3, and the square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, cosine of B is equal to learners 2 4 the square root of 3 divided by 5. I leave this question as inserts. Okay, then just calculation, substitution, learners, you just find this one. Cosine of A, which is 4 divided by 5, multiply cosine of B, which is in fact 4 the square root of 3 divided by 5. Okay, then sine of A is 3 over 5. Okay, because this is 3 over 5, and sine of B is given 11 over 13. Just simplification, just addition of two fractions. You should find the common denominator. Then the last answer is very easy. You can do it again. Okay, by yourself. It will be 560 square root of 3 plus 825 divided by 875. Okay, for question number 17, we have solve for theta, sine square of theta. Okay, minus 1 over 2 sine of theta equal 0. Here you can see the sine of theta is a common factor. I will put it outside the bracket. Sine of theta is a common factor. Multiply by sine minus 2. Okay, should be equal to 0. So means sine of theta equals 0, or what? Or sine of theta minus half equals 0. So means that sine of theta is half. Okay. When exactly sine of theta equals 0 means that theta should be equal 0 or pi or 2 pi. For the second one, sine of theta is half means that what is the English? That satisfy sine of theta equal half. First of all, you should make the inverse function of this ratio, sine minus 1 of 1 over 2, gives exactly an angle theta which is equal to pi over 6, and you know the sine of theta equal 1 over 2, so you have two angles, okay, in the first quadrant which is positive, and in the second quadrant also is positive. So here we have two angles, pi over 6 or 5 pi over 6. So as a conclusion, these angles are lying between 0 and 2 pi or 0 and 360. Therefore theta is 0 or pi over 6 or 5 over pi, 5 pi over 6 or pi or 2 pi. This is the solution set of your trigonometric function. Okay, thank you for listening. Inshallah, we'll see you as soon as possible. Okay, just stop recording. Okay.